have our home team, the Portland Pioneers. The defending champion and offensive player of the year already. Looking as swag as ever. Off a 2-2 start. Highlighted by a 39-20 blowout win over the San Francisco Patriots. Coming out to tell us soon as Monarchs. Or the Pioneers Seagulls. Well, we just ended some Little League action. Over the Tigers. Now we'll go to the top two teams in the National League. The Hawks, absent until December 26th. Both of these teams are going to try their best to win as many games as possible this season. So they have a shot at the playoff home game. I'm not sure they're both. They both have a playoff home game. They almost locked it. You know, the Patriots don't get it so far. Side out from the Baltimore Seagulls man. Trevor's ready. He's getting his makeup done. It's a gorgeous night. Love videos. Defending AFA champion. With all the dramatics needed. In front of what we like to say is a sellout crowd, the Portland Pioneers. Looking for a back-to-back which the Jacks failed to do last season. Stopped by this team. Kickoff will start shortly. Right back after the questions. Well, the call is heads. It's up to the home team to decide whether to receive or defer. Both of these teams have historically great offenses, with Ari coming off an Offensive Player of the Year campaign last year, in addition to his championship, which I'm sure he's still enjoying now, as he was previously the underdog, coming off an 0-2-1 season. His first home game since that blowout win over the Patriots. We will be right back again. Give me 1 second. Well, kickoff. It is up all the way. We do have the desktop audio muted, so I want to turn it up a little bit so we can hear the crowd. It is up to max. Okay, can you hear me better? I'm wearing my headset improperly, so I can be heard better. Both teams are ready, and we'll get started with kickoff here in a second. A missed kick, and it's up, and it's going to be a touchback. Baltimore's explosive offense led by Miles, leading the National League at 2-1, half a game ahead of the Pioneers. Starting at the 25, now they're having a little bit of conversation. I have one of my headphone ears out, so I'm closer to the mic. This is about as close as it gets to perfectly legible and comfortable for me. Now let's get this game going. 1st and 10. Trying to draw him off sides. Good start. Tip won't do very much. That's going to be 2nd and 13. Another one of these plays, and he gets juked. He is off to the 20. Gets stopped right on cue. But what a great start to this game for Baltimore. We're going to have to redo the drive here. There goes Baltimore's momentum a little bit. He had the wrong speed. Now let's restart this game. Fresh game. Hopefully for Portland, they could possibly lock in on defense here and not give up another big run like they did initially. 1st and 10. Miles does not try to draw him off sides. Gets a decent gain. Too early for the tip. He drops the ball. What is he doing? What is he doing? Trying to draw him off sides. It will not work. A little bit of a kerfuffle here. Will that be a redo? It's a good run, but Ari was caught off guards. Oh, Miles consents to a redo, but Ari doesn't. So that's going to be 1st and 10 with another good run for Miles. Momentum stays going. Miles tricks Ari. More decent gains. Watching these two play, it's a whole rivalry, but it's not the kind of game where you see defensive stops. Ari hesitates, and Baltimore capitalizes. That's going to be Miles' first touchdown of the night. Ari maybe not as locked in as he'd like to be. Miles ready for whatever. Tries to draw Ari off sides. He will not budge. He barely gets in for the 1 point. That's going to bring it Baltimore up 7-0 in this first quarter. How much time is left? Minute 22 in the quarter. A quick start by Baltimore, and that's what you expect out of these games. These two teams have great offenses. Miles, historically one of the best regular season performers in the AFA. Ari, not so much. These two teams are very similar in the fact that they have great offenses and bad defenses, and that's going to have to be a redo. Did not cross the 50. But as I was going to say, not great special teams, but great offense by both teams. Not so well known for their defense. Ari being known as the man to have such good offense that rules have to change. He was the pioneer, so to say, of the fake field goal. Then it had to be limited to 2, and just recently, a few days ago, it was limited to 1, which caught Cincinnati off guard in their 33-13 loss to Rochester earlier. That's going to be another redo. Special teams having troubles here. Can we finally get this game going? That is the question. Hopefully, eventually, we'll get to Portland. Kick is up, and it's a low one. Portland will receive past the 20. Oh, a phase takes him up to the 35. The tip down to the 34. Decent start for Portland here. Doesn't use the ball as always. Auto jump is a factor in that instance. Another good run. Ari's first of the night. Not sure what Miles is doing. Checking something on the sideline. Second and 14. He gets another phase. Benefiting from the phases so far. That's going to bring up third and inches. And, you know, Miles said it, king of phases, especially tonight. Punches through for the first down. 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Miles not having much of an answer against this Portland offense. Same goes for when Baltimore was on offense. All the runs we've seen today are, on average, maybe 10 yards. Very good for an offense in this defense-focused era. He's going to inch his way through for a first down. That is a first down. Both of his arms are through. 24 seconds left in the first quarter. Ari taking a little bit. First and goal. He's instantly in. 16 seconds in the first quarter. That's going to be Ari's first touchdown of the night. Quick to the extra point. Trying to punch it in to tie the game. Tags up plenty. Maybe trying to catch up Miles off guard, or maybe just a mistake. He is in. Dives in so he can't get tipped. That's going to bring it up to 7-7. Tie game here in this first quarter. Exactly what we expected. Defensive frustrations from Baltimore. Seems Ari does fall down every play. And in Roblox, you can't really control that, specifically block 8. It's more of just good luck. Benefiting Portland here. I guess you could call that home field advantage. Well, here are the beautiful sights of Bloxy Burger Stadium in downtown Portland, Oregon, set to host its second Bloxy Bowl in history this year. The last one, where Onondaga won 31-28 off a walk-off field goal on this field goal post in Laser's rookie season, aka Blazing's however many. It was just blazing. It was just blazing. It was Kanzi's 5th and last ring. Rochester, led by him, looking to maybe bring that back. Onondaga are back in the league this year, led by their previous rival Blocks. Poorly done. Gonna need a redo here. Special teams troubles so far this night. A little bit of movement with the ball, but it does not matter. That's gonna be beautiful kick, touchback. At the end of the first quarter, I'll pull up and chat. Phase. Miles benefiting from them now. Does not get tipped. Second and short. Third and inches on this last play of the first quarter. He jukes him out. Try for more. Oh my God, another phase. Up to the 31. An accidental, beautiful play by Miles. That is perfectly legal. And we will be right back after these messages. I'll pull up chat. Well, welcome back. Well, now it's the second quarter. Fresh time on the clock. I have been tased, it looks. Ozuna now in attendance. Tigers currently, speaking of Ozuna, at 2-3. If you caught the game on RSN. Apologies for the limited sideline. That's going to bring up second and medium. Miles, quick and effective. Trying to draw him offsides. It does not work. Rolling to his left. That's going to bring up 4th and inches. No problem for Miles. Definitely no problem. Minute 37 left. Miles punches it in for the 2nd touchdown of the night. Baltimore up 13-7. Oh, Portland had a chance to stop him. Miles, with great offensive effort, back on top. 14-7. Minute 37 left in the 2nd quarter. He cannot onside. A look at the BLB star and AFA longtime player Ozuna, owner of the Tigers, who recently opened their stadium, Lynch Field. Speaking of stadiums, what a beauty! Inherited by 4 different teams over the course of its history. First, it was an unused version of the Clippers, set to play in season 11. Then it was the Solars, who played here from season 11 to 13. Then it was the Brooklyn Bullets, now defunct, previously the Pioneers' rival from the Bulls days. And now is the Pioneers' ground. The 2nd ring for a team belonging to this stadium. The first for the Pioneers was won last season. And I'm sure Miles would love to forget that National League Championship game, as he's going to kick another low one. He's going to take it past the 40, past midfield. Great starting position for Ari. Had a bit of a slower drive start to the game offensively, we'll say. Another good gain. When you're up against the defending offensive player of the year, you're going to have to make some crazy stops. And it seems, oh, he's gone offsides. He has gone offsides. Ari, prone to these kinds of mistakes. But he recovers for that. Up to the Baltimore 19, 1st and goal. Did not take too long for him to get there. Minute 15 left, clock is running. Minute 10 left now. Ari's going to have to snap soon. 2, 1. He narrowly avoids the play cock. Wow, that's inappropriate. One minute left. He gets... That's in for the touchdown. Ari responds quick with his 2nd of the night. 56 seconds left in the half. We'll get that score bug updated as soon as this extra point is played. Ari quick with his response. Miles now with a solid 56 seconds. Ties it up at 14 for his 2nd of the night. Now, if he really wanted to, Miles could go for a touchdown here. He has 2 timeouts left. As a reminder, Portland with all 3 also. Here's your timeouts. The score in the score bug is accurate. Not the score in the field. Now Ari. Not a good kicker last year. Went 0-7 as far as I'm aware. As for Miles, it's up for debate, his kicking skills. But Ari pulls through this time. That's going to be a touchback. And the AFA, a touchback is when it hits the end zone. So that is obviously going to be a touchback. Sorry. Trying to draw him offsides. Does not work. Gets another decent gain. We have not seen really any defensive stops of any sort. I'm trying not to die. I am like genuinely trying not to die. Oh dear Lord. 30-second warning. I am coughing a lot. Okay. 27 seconds left. Baltimore's going to take a timeout. We'll be right back. Well, I feel like a cat with a fur ball up its throat. Cannot, cannot hop in BC. 27 seconds left. 4th and inches. Miles has it. 6-yard gain. 26 seconds left on the clock. Baltimore retains 1 timeout. Already a little unprepared. Down just before the 20. He's going to take a timeout. 20 seconds left. Baltimore with 1 timeout. Portland with 2. Oh. 3rd and inches. Portland with 1 timeout left. 19 seconds. 18 seconds on the clock. That's going to bring up 4th down. Miles going to use his first and only fake field goal of the half. Remember, folks, recently, the limit was brought down to 1. Miles gets it, and he jukes him, and he's trying to waste time. And he phases. He's got control of the game. Not the game, the half. Great play for Miles. 10 seconds on the clock. Felt like more. No timeouts left for Portland. Baltimore using their last timeout. 3 seconds on the clock. Exactly what Baltimore wanted. Is he going to punch it in for the touchdown? Yes, he will. 2 seconds left on the clock. Miles takes a great lead. 20-14. Possibly the year he was born. 2 seconds left. Miles on the extra point. I might actually be in agreement. That was good clock management. Trying to draw him off sides. Oh, he went off sides. he false started himself. Yeah, that's going to be a penalty. That's a penalty. Baltimore's going to... So after a little bit of a review, because of the spam rule, in which if Roblox tries to limit your chat because of the spam, you get a redo if you say go, which obviously does not show in chat, so no way of knowing. But Portland, with 2 seconds left, no timeouts remaining, he's going to have to fair catch. He will fair catch for a very long field goal attempt. A little bit of a Hail Mary here trying to end the first half. The second half, we'll try to get Ozuna on to commentate. And they're calling it a touchback. It is returnable. If Baltimore can somehow return this They could go up 2 scores in a matter of 2 seconds. 28-14, possibly. But what might just happen is the field goal is good, and it would be 21-17. remember, remember, Ari does get the ball to start the second half, so he could take a lead if he gets his field goal. Goal post defense in the AFA is legal as long as you climb up there, not if you fly up there. He did not fly. He jumped. Going back up just to make sure. He's going to try to play goal post defense, which is a new thing in the AFA. Technically, it is legal. From 85 yards out. Ari to close out the half. It is up. Not up. I'm kidding. Just waiting for him to kick it any moment now. Portland from 85 to chip into Baltimore's lead before halftime. Is up and it's long and it's good. The worst kicker in the AFA makes a long shot. What a beauty to send it into halftime, possibly take a lead afterwards. I am still choking. Unlike Portland, who now are still in this game. 17-21 at the half. Now, let's get underway with this third quarter here. Fresh half, Portland down 4. Now with the ball. I do need some ads. I'll set up some next game. That's all right, though. Hopefully I'm better heard now. A messed up kick. Baltimore's going to try to redo that. I feel like I have a fur ball in my hair, but I'm not a cat, fun fact. Just to dispel the rumors. It's up high, it's up slow, and Ari... Oh my god! What a play! Portland is in safety territory. Portland special teams messed up the return. Could possibly be sacked for a safety here if he's not careful. What a great play by Baltimore. Teams have been trying for that coffin kick. Baltimore got it. Great start for Miles. Aggressive defense you're going to see here in this first play. That's going to be a delay. He cannot move back. Clock's going to have to restart. There's literally no way you can penalize him at this point for something as simple as a delay of game. Clock is now rolling. Wasting his time. Gets out of safety territory. Oh, and the tip back. Baltimore's defense having a tremendous start to this second half. I was going to say first half. It's not. The ball is a little heavy. The ball carrier having a bit of a problem here. He's going to dive down. That's going to bring up third and medium. Crucial moment for the Baltimore defense. If they can get a stop here, this could completely shift momentum of the game. Oh! And he did! Ari just not off to a good start. He might have to punt. He's not going to use the ball anymore. Fourth and medium. He's going to go for it. I'm surprised by this decision. But then again, great offense so far this game. Just not this drive. He's going to try to maybe get him offsides here. Get some free yards. And he's short. The last time he was stopped. I don't even know the last time he was stopped. Baltimore. Turnover on downs. Minute 18. Miles has a rare defensive moment. I mean, does it get crazier than this? And I mean, go back in the stream and see the replay if you want. That's a moment Miles won't forget ever. Against his rival who bested him last season. Getting a defensive stop, he wasn't ready. Getting a defensive stop to possibly go up 2 scores. I mean, how much better does it get than this for Baltimore? What was destined to be a shootout now could become a Baltimore blowout. Miles with a good return. Not return, run. Show! The first time Baltimore's really been stopped this whole game. Third, that's lag. World play save, that's going to call for a redo. As in the AFA. If there's a world play safe, everyone knows it. Sorry for the misspeaking. He's in for the touchdown, unopposed. 47 seconds left. Up now by 10 points. Potential to make it 11. Great game for Miles so far. Most hype we've seen him in a while. Up by 10 in opposing territory. For the extra point. It is... Can he tip him back? No, he cannot. He is stiff. 28-17. Up 11. Ari's going to have to go into comeback mode. And I mean, we knew Portland's defense wasn't really going to step up in this game, but we didn't know Baltimore's defense was going to step up. 28-17. I can't see the chat right now, but I'm assuming Blazing is loving this. Or hating this. Because it's Miles. He is on the wrong side. He's going to have to do a redo. And folks, it's been a while since I've commentated. I lost my voice. And there's a hiatus of games, basically, for a few days. As for AFA action, it continues until the 29th. Then we're going to go into the playoffs, the most exciting time of the year, including the National League Wild Card and Championship, which will be presented by Con Sports. Unless Miles wants to. That's going to be a low return, a squib brought by Ari, as he's going to try to start this comeback in one of his first ever AFA games in a season that ended up not counting. The fake season 14. He came back versus the Bells when he was down 6-22 at halftime. It was possibly the biggest comeback in AFA history. At 16 points. Are you going to disconnect? And we're gonna take a bit of a timeout here. Looking for the split screen. Well, for those of you wondering, That was not an ambulance. It was instead, instead there was a Christmas parade outside my house basically, and I saw the Santa float, and he's offsides. Disastrous third quarter so far. Ferrari gets a phase for a good run, and that'll bring him to second and let's say medium. He's wasting a little bit more time than I'm sure many of those watching would like. That's going to bring up third and short. That offsides is no match for Ari. Remember, despite that defensive stop by Baltimore, still great offensive work we've seen this season. Now we're going to have an official review to see if he went offsides. This is potentially going to be crucial here. I mean, we'll be right back, though. After further review, he did go offsides. That's the second offside by Portland this drive. That's going to bring up third and medium. Still, Ari could come back from this easily. He's had no problems pulling off 10, 15-yard runs casually. He's got it down to the 27, let's call it. 26. First down, not quite first and goal yet. 12 seconds left in this third quarter. Time winds down. More good runs. He's trying to come back. Down 11. He's going to need a 2-point conversion at some point unless he can pull off 2 touchdowns. And another offsides. Let's play the third quarter. What is going on with this man? Third offsides of the drive. Late tackle by Baltimore. Third down in the fourth quarter. We're going to adjust ourselves real quick. And this isn't what you expected to see out of Ari. I'm sure everyone was expecting Baltimore having to chase a short Portland lead. As he's in for the touchdown. Trying to come back. Now only down 5, previously down 11. Will he go for the 2-point? Which would greatly help here. He's in the fourth quarter now. Gonna try to catch him off sides. Which would be a godsend for Ari, basically. Because if he gets an offsides here, it makes that 2-point conversion so much easier. And it only brings him down 3. Then after that, it's a matter of the onside. He does not get him offsides. He is now down 4, still down by a touchdown. Now that onside will be a little more crucial here. Now then again, if Baltimore does get it, and Ari comes up with a rare stop, forcing them to a field goal, that's possibly an easy situation for the offense to try to come back and get this thing in overtime. I'm not admin in this game. Now, minute 53 left in the fourth quarter. We're entering the final moments. Miles has it! He's not down yet! Now he is. Well, not the worst case scenario for Ari. He still has all 3 timeouts. The closer Baltimore is to Portland's end zone, the quicker they can score, the more time. And you see this. You see Miles trying to chew clock, which is a very smart strategy. Obviously, he's going to go down the field and score to try to make it 11 again. Ooh. Short gain. That's going to bring up third 3rd and medium. He's going to try to wind the play clock down. 3, 2, 1. He gets the first down. He can get the first down. He's going to try to... Gets knocked back. He's going to avoid any little chance that Ari has to stop him. On 4th and short, he's going to go for his only fake field goal of the half. Remember, they changed that rule. Positioning the ball minute 12 left. He's got the first down. Is he going to go from quarter? Had the ball down 14-17 to Baltimore. I had a bit of lag there. I thought the game lagged. First and goal. He's gonna be downed. Great time management by Baltimore. 48 seconds left. 2 left. No, 1 left. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, he does have 2 left. Second and goal. Not gonna be caught off sides. Portland needs to be a little bit smarter with how he's stopping this clock chewing effort. .41 seconds left. Portland uses their last timeout. No, 1 timeout left. Sorry. He's still chewing clock. I don't know how this hasn't been stopped yet. Using his last timeout. 35 seconds left. Gonna take a second to adjust the clock here. 4th and goal. Now he's gonna have to punch it in. And he does! 5th touchdown of the night for Miles. Taking the lead back up to 10. Trying to restore to 11. 34 seconds on the clock. Ari's gonna need another more intense Pioneer prayer here if he wants a chance of coming back in this game. 35-24. Baltimore in the lead. What a revenge game for Miles this has been. Nearly flawless. Flawless time management. Flawless execution. Almost flawless runs. And of course that defensive stop. And that beautiful coffin kick. Ari with a wise decision. Calling for a fair catch. 34 seconds left. No time is going to run off if he does catch it or if he doesn't. Now here. 34 seconds left. Portland with no timeouts here. He's going to have to be very, 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 how do we say it? Smart with how he uses his time. Takes it up to the 30. Not at the 50. Now we're going to have one last play until the 30-second warning. He needs big yards here. Almost goes offsides. That's going to have to be a redo. He did not go offsides. He did not. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. Just redo. Okay, he's going to challenge it. Gonna check my stream. We'll be right back after these messages. Well, it's overturned. Ari did go offsides. 34 seconds remaining. First and 30. Ozuna's going to have to get off the field. Get off the field. Off the field. Off the... Okay. Decides to go AFK, maybe camping on the field. Four seconds left until the 30-second warning. No timeouts left for Portland. This is a disastrously tricky situation. Maybe if he had caught that opening kickoff return. He does have a second left before the 30-second warning. He's going to run one more play here. Oh, he went off sides! Apologies, we're going to have to redo this play. Last until the 30-second warning. Another offsides. He has to stop making these crucial mistakes. He's basically lost. He's worn down 3 seconds and lost time because of it. Third and very long here. Very tricky here. Nope. Not yet. He out with 22 seconds left. Another challenge. We'll be right back. Well, this time the ruling on the field stands. 22 left on the clock. Ari gonna need to save time as much as he can. Wasted 8 seconds on that sequence. Third and short. Trying to draw him offsides for free yards here. Doing whatever he can. Oh, and he goes offsides again. Okay. This is terrible for him. It's third. Oh, no, it is fourth. It is past the 30-second warning, so he can go for a fake field goal here. Using his only at the half. Trying to draw him off sides. And he gets it. He's got it. Yeah, he's got it. 20 seconds left. Yeah, tip rule gets rid of that. He has to be making those splash play runs we've seen from him. We just haven't been seeing that same spark. I mean, he gets consistently 10-yard runs other than that one drive, but You're going to need much more than that here. Out with 18 seconds left. Gonna need a touchdown now. 14, 13. Oh, he's... 8 seconds left and this game is open. Portland can come back with a 2-point and an onside. 7 seconds. In an unlikely fashion, they're back in this. Miles has to get on. He has to get on sides, but he's not ready. In the waning moments of this game, an unexpected lapse in Miles' judgment brings Portland down to the 1-yard line. Trying to draw him offsides for an easier 2-point conversion. No doubt he could possibly make it from 10. A little bit of lag here on my part. No, that's a world play save, not my part. Now he's going to have to go for a touchdown. Or he could onside twice and make both field goals. If I could read his mind here, he can only do 2 things. He's either going to try for a really long touchdown, or the more... He's going to have to redo. This is for the game. He's going to have to rely on his poor kicker, who has made one today from 85, though. Miles has it! Not down yet. That's the game. 3 seconds on the clock. Wait. Yeah, he's gonna kneel it out, and that's gonna be the end of the game here. Or will he field goal? He's gonna field goal. He's gonna try to play goalpost defense. That's gonna be set back. Now. Non-returnable. Non-negotiable. None left. Baltimore trying to stat pad just as they stay on top of the National League. Getting closer to that 1 seed. Hoping to host them again in the Dynasty Bowl come New Year's, but it's up and it's no good. That's going to be a game. Well, 35-31 is your final. After a tremendous defensive stop by Baltimore, Portland just cannot get it done.